like monster faces. In this case, this square face, it is representing Sha'ak. Sha'ak. Who was Sha'ak? For the Mayas, it was the water god, the rain god, Sha'ak. In this part of Mexico, no rivers in the surface, no lakes, no lagoons. But we have many of those big natural water wells. In Spanish, those are named cenotes. So the Mayas, they thought that the rain god Chaac was living in the bottom part of the cenotes. The house of Chaac was down there. Could you please follow me, watch your step, and let me show you. We're standing here. This is a small platform, the other one back there, the pyramid back there. 20 years ago, we're completely covered by vegetation. Back in 1994, with machete knives, they began to clean it up, all the dirt, all the vegetation in the site. Then, they discovered this small platform. If you take a look, these two little holes were tombs back in that time. And as you can see, pequeños, small ones. What does it mean? One more time. The Mayas were very short people. See? Tombs. Unfortunately, before archaeological professional investigations, the looters came. And they took out of this kind of jewelry, the necklaces and earrings and things like that. Mayas, they used to bury important people, nobility group members, leaders, the kings. Sometimes we say the kings. They were buried. In the Chichen Itza, no burial ground, no cemetery, because Mayas practicing cremation. So just a very few, we can say, temples or platforms, archaeologists discovered tombs. In this case, these two ones down here. Okay? Now, let me show you. Please come with me and let me point it out for you, this decoration. And I hope you can see this. If you observe carefully, I'm trying to point it out for you like this. It comes like in a zigzag, open, down, representing, symbolizing a snake. For the ancient Mayas, the snake was a symbol of life, fertility, positive energy, something good, we can say. What is missing here in the corner is the head of the snake. But if you please come with me this way, we can understand much better. Decoration here, how it goes, it continues coming this way here. Now we can see much better. Look, the snake head. They call it like this, probably you know. Kukulkan. Kukulkan. For them, representing something positive, something good. The main pyramid that we're going to visit later on, it was built up in honor to Kukulkan, in honor to the snake. See? Vengan conmigo. Please, come with me this way. Let me show you this. Later on, my dear friends, I'm going to show you the Maya alphabet. So to give you a better idea what I'm trying to explain to you. They used to write down on wood, on a stone, and as well on bark paper. From the bark of the trees, they made paper to write down on it. Now, after the Spanish conquista, like this. Friend, I don't know if you can see very clear. This is to give you an idea. What I'm trying to explain to you is this. See? This is on the Mayan glyphs, on the Mayan alphabet. Remember my name? D-E-L-I-O. 5 letters. Delio. Here, if you observe carefully, only 4. What happened? Why? Because this one here, my friends, this charm, see, is the name of my wife, the big boss at home. Huh? Finny, that's her name. Finny, F-I-N-Y. So this is, our tradition. I am originally from here, I want you to know. I'm living in Cancun since the last 25 years. But I am originally from here. When I finished school, I moved to Cancun. Get a job, start working down there. My family, my kids were born in Cancun, but we are from here. And at the time, we got married. Besides using this, we changed as well names. She's wearing my name. I am wearing her name. Comprende? See, this is a very old tradition. Amigos, now let me explain to you about this. Take a look at this small pyramid. And I hope you remember this. 20 years ago, it was completely covered by vegetation. At the time when the experts began to work, from up there, they decided to open a big hole to go down, to check what is inside. Here, they found more tombs. Take a look at this. The corners, the platforms. In Spanish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. ¿Comprende? 7. 7. This is a very important magic number. 7. 7 ball players when they came to play the ball game. 7 tombs were found. 7. I'm going to show you a photo of a great phenomenon that occurs here in Chichen Itza, see, forming a snake representation from top to the bottom. Those are 7 triangles of light. Please tell me, did you know that Chichen Itza, it is one of the new 7 wonders of the world? Yes.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming. Did you know the date of the big nomination?
2007.
7th of July 2007. 7/7/07. And the Mayas mentioned, yes, there is a connection, universe, nature, human body. In our human body, my dear friends, we have 7 points, probably you know more than me about this, 7 points to absorb negative energy. Those are named chakras. 7 chakras in our body. Very interesting to know about this magic number of the Mayas. Now, take a look here. I'm trying to point it over you. The big snake heads on both sides of the stairway. Look at the decoration. Like intertwined, going up like this. And right there on top, another 2 big snake heads. Okay? Now this is like this. Trying to show you this, trying to explain to you this. Pyramid. If you please just turn around and take a look in front of the pyramid, the stage for the dancing. Okay? And 100 meters from that direction, and I hope you remember, I showed you the ceremony. The water well. So the pyramid orientation is to the water well, to the cenote. The same happened with the big pyramid we're going to visit later on. Okay? Now, the idea is, my dear friends, to understand much better Chichen Itza, to go chronology. Please tell me, you remember the map? North, central, south? This is Central Park. This is from here to here, Central Park, 500 to 900 AD. After we explore this section, we come back to this direction, to the north, to visit the big pyramid. Okay, amigos? ¿Vamos bien? ¿Comprende? Going clear? Yes? Follow me, please, this way. the most outstanding building in the central Chichen Itza is this astronomical observatory. If you please take a look right there on top, very, very on top, there is one window in front of us. And a little bit to the right side, there is a second window. At the time, when this group of experts were working hard, let me try to show you this. It was like this. Look, they were studying the diameter of the dome on top, okay? And then realized that at one time it was like this. One window here, is that one, another one here. Look at this. Comprende? But they were not only 4. No, it was like this, look. 4 more. Okay, this is like this, look. North, south, east, and west. North, east, northwest. South, east, southwest. Definitely for the sky observation. Now we know that they predicted eclipses, solstices, equinoxes at one time. All right, I mentioned before about the writing system. That all what they were watching from up there, they were writing down. Mayas, amigos, they had 2 calendars. Not only one, 2 calendars. One calendar, 260 days, exclusively for religious purposes. Second calendar, 365 days for the daily activities. The second one I'm telling you about with 365 days, it is considered the most accurate calendar ever found in pre-Hispanic time era. But the Mayas, they really had an obsession for the time. And let me show you. This is what they did back in that time. Imagine, I'm not a very good drawer, okay, but this is trying to show you this. Like this. 365 days calendar, 260, you know, that's why I make it smaller. And they decided to put together the 2 calendars like this, look. It's an example. Let's say, which day is today?
Thursday.
Thursday here, Thursday on this one. They match. And then they began to count like this, look, every single day. Every single day. And the 2 big rounds, they were going around like this. Okay? And after a long period of 52 years, this is what happened. The 2 calendars match again. Every 52 years, match again. Now let me tell you this. 5 years ago, back in the year 2010, somebody decided to publish a book. This person mentioned in this book the Mayas in the southern Mexico predicted the end of the war. Did you hear something like that in your countries, in your places?
Absolutely.
Amigos, it was in the year 2010. Okay? And he said, in the year 2012, on December 22nd, the Mayas predicted the end of the war. My dear friends, the Mayas never said something like that. Maya said, one cycle in our calendar is coming to an end. What a big difference. Yeah. See? But this person made a lot of money in 2 years. 2010 up to 2012. They made a lot of money. Because they were selling books and magazines all over the world in different languages, you know. And Maya said, then what happened? On December 22nd of the year 2012, the Maya calendar, one cycle of the Maya calendar came to an end. But what happened when one cycle ends?
A new one begins.
So now we are in the new cycle of the Maya calendar. We are living the new era of the Maya calendar system. ¿Comprende? Sí, amigos. So this is what happened. This is very important to know about, all with this great Maya people, you know, represented this astronomical observatory. Believe me, this is the only one in all over Chichen Itza built up in a round shape. You're going to see the other constructions, square, rectangular, but no one like this one. See? Take a look, please. Observe carefully. See the doorway? There is one doorway up there. See? And, amigos, believe me, many years ago, it was okay to go inside. It was okay to go up. You know, exploration, it was fine. But what happened? A lot of graffiti, a lot of destruction. So that's why the Mexican government decided no more visitors climbing the temples in Chichen Itza. We're trying to preserve, we're trying to protect as much as possible what we have in the area. Believe me, passing through this doorway, there are, how can I represent, remains of a spiral stairway. Look at this. I'm trying to show you this. A spiral stairway, and it goes like this. Comprende? So this stairway, it goes up like this, like a snail. I mean, like going up like this. So that's why the name El Caracol, the snail, well, the observatory for the Mayas back in that time. Comprende? See, amigos. Now, one more big favor. Observe carefully, please. The window on top, it is perfectly aligned with the doorway in front of us. Okay? Now, please observe carefully to this. In between the doorway and the window on top, can you see from here the big square face? See? Okay, so big square face, like this one. The two eyes, the long nose, and the big mouth. Yes? And I hope you remember this. Sha'ak, the water god. Take a look, please. Right there up in front of us on the left side of the building, there is one stone sticking out, which it means north direction. This is north. This is south, east, and west. What I mean is this. By the four sides, we had the same big square face representation. Protection by the rain god, say by the four sides and the cardinal points of Chichen Itza. Sometimes visitors ask me, tell you, how come the Mayas disappeared? Well, let me tell you this. Mayas, they disappeared. The ancient inhabitants, they abandoned Chichen Itza, which is diferente, right? They abandoned Chichen Itza. They all dispersed, they all spread out. And then they began a new life. They began to live in small communities. And they forgot about the ancient buildings. Chichen Itza was abandoned approximately in the year 1250 AD. Most of the experts agree that Cha'ak, the rain god, forgot about that. No more rain, no more water, no more food. People began to die. People began to suffer. So they like much better the survivors. They move away from it. Okay? And now we are studying about this. Not only here in Chichen Itza, not only here in Yucatan Peninsula, amigos, in different parts and all over the world, in between 1200s and 1300s, long droughts. So probably it was one of the main reasons the Mayas abandoned Chichen Itza, because Cha'ak forgot about it. Comprende, amigos? See? Something else I would like to mention for you before we go is this. The windows, as I said before, are perfectly aligned to the cardinals. North, south, east, and west. Okay, north. But the doorway is the same. You see? Like this time of the year, trying to explain to you is this. Coming up, see, in the next month, September 22nd is the equinox day. Okay, and I hope you can understand this. One more time, I'm gonna do like this. See, the observatory building. And in this case, let me do like this. The doorway, this other one here, and this other one here. And then what happened, look, in our calendar system, March and September, at the time when the sun set, March 21st and September 22nd, see, the sun is going down exactly in front of this window, of this doorway. So the sunlight, you see in this moment, inside there is dark. It comes totally illuminated on September 22nd, 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the sun is going down. 3 months later, it is like this, October, November, December. What happened? Nowadays we understand that the earth goes around. But the Mayas, they were observing that the sun is moving to the side. December 22nd is the winter solstice. When the sun set, look at this, take a look what happened. This is in December. 3 months later, March, the sun's come back here. That's why those are named equinoxes. Equal. 12 hours light, 12 hours night. And then, 3 months later, after March, what do we have here?
Spring.
The spring. This is a spring, I'm sorry, summer. Summer solstice. June 21st is considered the longest day of the year. On the opposite direction, the light comes through. Comprende, amigos? Solstices, equinoxes. Longest day of the year, shortest day of the year, same light and night time. They were marking all this. You see the small building here without roof? The pillars at one time were holding the roof of the small office of these great Mayas. Later on, I'm going to show you in case you would like to take. This is something I like to give, how can I say, promotion, because I consider this is part of Maya culture. In a piece of bark paper, those fellows on the side, they can represent any special date of your life into the Maya calendar system. Birthday, wedding date, anniversary, any special date of your life. I repeat, they were representing solstices and equinoxes, of course, at the wedding date of an important ruler, at the time when the baby was born, the new king of Chichen Itza was born, we had to represent. So those fellows on the side, they learn epigraphy. They learn how to work on this, and they began to work on bark paper calendar, or to represent your name and a silver cartouche pendant. Probably Mexico is one of the main producers of silver in all over the world. So they say, why not to work on this? See, and in that way, this is the way they make for living. And the side of Chichen Itza, and of course, they are very happy to see visitors in the Chichen Itza because they are expecting that you buy something from them. And I repeat, I like to give promotion to them because I consider this is something culture from the Mayas. ¿Sí, amigos? ¿Vamos bien? Sí. Okay, let me show you this. Follow me, please. Let's continue walking this way. Let me explain to you more about this central park. Taking good photos. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Where are you from, my friend?
Philadelphia.
Filadelfia. Muy bien.
A little cooler.
Frío, sí. Sí. Señora, where are you from?
Virginia.
Virginia. Bienvenidos. Welcome to Mexico. Gracias. You see, as I mentioned before.
We got a cut toe here.
You had a Band-Aid.
Okay. You know, as I was telling you about before, a lot of destruction in Chichen Itza. Looters came. Take a look what they did over here on the side. They put dynamite. Boom. They explode this section here looking for gold. Amigos, believe me, in this part of Mexico, we don't have gold. Limestone, all over is limestone. They quarried the material from the same area. The limestone quarries in Chichen Itza. Now, from central Mexico, ancient time, Mayas, they brought stones, obsidian, jade, onyx, malachite, flint, to cut limestone. Harder stones, you know what I mean? And this one, obsidian stone, is a volcanic glass stone. You're gonna see on many of the tables with those vendors. See the green color stone is a beautiful one. When the sun shines on it, changes colors. And one of those beautiful colors, it looks like gold. You know, yellow color, bonita. I'm gonna show you later on. But the Maya, for decoration, they put most of the time on top of the buildings are pieces of obsidian, incrustations of obsidian. And at one time, all the temples have beautiful paintings, beautiful colors, blue, yellow, green, black, red, all at one time. Now, if you please take a look up there. Well, if we move a little bit over here, see the doorway on top? There's one doorway. Small room in there. There are more rooms upstairs. If you please take a look here at the left side of the building. Other, doorways. You're gonna see there in a minute. Yes. Trying to show you this. Trying to explain to you this. Many small rooms. It was considered to be like a school, like a university. The place where the great astronomers and mathematicians, they were teaching to the new generations about math and astronomy in Chichen Itza. When the Spanish conquistadors came in the 16th century, they put the name to this big building like this, the Nunnery House of Chichen Itza. Of course, the ancient Mayas didn't have nuns back in that time, but we still call him the Nunnery House of Chichen Itza. And the building next to the nunnery, my friends, Spanish people call it the church. Please come with me this way.
This was a school, but when the Spaniards invaded in 1600, it was pretty much abandoned. Remember, they had left because there was no water here, and the Spaniards said it was a...
Big.
They named it because it's next to the church. That was the church.
Lizard, lizard, lizard. Lizard, lizard, lizard.
Fast.
Yeah. Just hope he's not fast in our direction.
Oh.
We did a Chichen Itza sacrifice.
With my blood.
Yeah. Sacrificed you.
What'd you cut your foot on?
I tripped.
Limestone. Sticking out of the...
But
sticking
that's
up out of the
stuff I
ground.
do, but never in a million years believe like that.
We have it just right here next to us. Look at the big eyes, the big mouth, and the long nose. Sha'ak representation. The same happened in the corners, left and right side corner, you see? Had the same big square faces. What about up there? Look in the top part. Same Observe carefully over here. Same. I was telling you about like monster faces. Amigos, a little bit sad to mention about this, but I want you to know. Because probably you wonder, how do we know that this is the face of the rain god? There are only 3 original Mayan books left. Only 3. And you know something? We don't have it here in Mexico.
Isn't there one in Germany?
Dresden, Germany, Paris, Francia, and Madrid in Spain. During the last 50 years, the Mexican government tried to recuperate those books. And they said like this, no way, Jose. They said, come over here, get some copies, and go back to Mexico. We have copies of those books. So in the one located in Dresden, Germany, showing us the same big square face, and it's very clear to see pouring water. See, that's why the association, you know, with the god of rain of Mayas in Chichen Itza. See, amigos, please come closer. Let me show you this. Let me point it out for you this. And all this section here, I'm trying to point it out for you. This is original lime plaster. Nowadays we call it a stucco. A stucco. We take a piece of limestone and we grind it, it gets like sand. Mixed with water and the sap of plants in the area, they were preparing the plaster, the lime plaster stucco. After the construction of temples like this one, they covered the walls with lime plaster, as you can see over here. And after the lime plaster, they painted. Right? I was telling you about imagine all at one time with beautiful colors. Please come with me this way. Follow me.
Yeah, they call that one in Germany the Dresden Codex. They use that to figure out their language.
Do you hear the sound? It's a very beautiful small bird with a long tail. Oh, it's beautiful bird. Hear it? Look at the figure representation of bird. It looks like like an important person. But observe carefully to this. It looks like to be sitting like in a Buddha position. Look at the legs. And the hands like this, covering his shoulders, face, the headdress, beautiful headdress, and observe carefully to this. Just above the headdress, remains of red or reddish color. Look at the beautiful color here. Just imagine, since, long time ago, more than 1,000 years ago, because this section here, it was built up before the north part. So this one here, probably 1500s, and we're still having the beautiful remains, original colors of there. This is something that makes amazing to this civilization. More faces of Sha'ak, the rainbow. And look at the hieroglyphic inscription on the doorway. In the upper section, in the lintel. You see? And this is the farthest we can go in the central Chichen Itza. 6 months ago, I had the opportunity to go to the south part with a group of archaeologists, investigators, studying all about this. South part, amigos, they have been found, you know, houses of nobility group members, stone houses, because the typical Maya home is wood stick and thatch roof, name it palapa. Name it palapa. Okay? So the stone houses, it means rulers, important people, houses back there. So we can say the residential area of Chichen Itza is south part. They say probably the next 5 or 6 or 7 years gonna be open. We don't know yet. They are working back there. A little bit dangerous area because a lot of snakes, rattlesnakes down there. Mucho. So they are trying to make the area safe for visitors like these ones. Okay? Vamos familia. Please follow me. Steam bath. Purificación. Purification steam bath. They hit stones, you know, to make steam. Right? And then after the hot stone massage, cold water. See, on this side, please come closer, take a look here.
Chicken.
It was a little bit deeper. It was the Maya jacuzzi. You can see the steps here.
Oh.
See the steps? And the steam bath down there on that side. Okay. Imagine the complete walls on the roof. It was a very small room when they hit the stones. Remember the group that came from the central Mexico, the Toltecs, the big boys? They were the ones bringing the influence of the obsidian stone to this area. Since that moment, since that time, Mayas adopted, and since that moment, we're still using around here obsidian stone. Okay? Like the ones you see, I repeat, in all the tables of those families they offer, this is obsidian. It's a volcanic glass stone from central Mexico. Okay, familia? Vamos, this way here. And then we come back because they are gonna close the ball court in 5 more minutes. Okay, we'll come back here to take photos. I hate to say full court press. The question for you is, do you remember the material of the ball?
Rubber ball.
The rubber ball.
Right.
We know about this because many, not only one, many of those original balls were found here in Chichen Itza, right back there in the patio on the other side. 1 kilo weight. 1 kilo is heavy. 1 kilo is like about 2.2 pounds. Please take a look from here. That's why we stopped here to show you. They had to pass the heavy rubber ball through the rings of them. 7 ball players per team. 6 of them, look, running down here. 6 of them on this side. The one who was considered to be the captain was running up here. Look at the stage. You know what I mean? He was running like this, back and forth. Back and forth. Huh? Opposite group. The other 6 on the other side. And the other captain was running up there on the other stage. There is another ring. Can you see the other one of them? They were using the skin of animals for protection. Pectorals, shoulders, elbows, white belts, protection of hips, knees, in general. The whole body was well protected when they came to play. They were using as well pieces of wood in their hands. I mean like wooden paddles. Do like this, okay? He was not allowed to use, they didn't use their hands. They would do when we play basketball like this. Shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, trying to score. Very difficult game. It was not that easy. Definitely not. It was very hard, very difficult game. Since they were little boys, they were training hard to be professional. Who came down here to play the game? Only the champions, only the best came to participate. Please look at the size of the ball court. See? Vamos al otro lado, come to the shade. I don't want to practice in more human sacrifices. Yes. I was telling you about the size of the ball court. This is considered, amigos, the largest, the biggest ball court ever found in all over Mesoamerica. Chichen Itza. What does it mean? It means that different groups from different places, different cities came down to participate. It was the big game, the big time. It was down here. Now, spectators were standing or were sitting on top. Look at the big walls. On top of the big walls, watching the game. Oh yes, definitely. Look, VIP.
Pound ball would hit me in the head.
Important people sitting up there watching the game. You see the decoration, look at the pillars representing a snake body. Now, important people from the visitor team, they were sitting all the way down there on the other side. That is more room. And if you please, take a look on this side. Look at the stage. It was for the dancers before and after the game. The dancers. Remember this. It was not just a game. Very important religious ceremony. One more time. Since they were little boys, they were training hard, practicing and practicing to be good ones, to be professional ball players. But they were working hard, not only in a good physical condition, oh, yeah, mentally. Why? Because when the game was over, one had to be offered to their gods. Which one? The winner or the loser? The winner. Yes, it was considered to be the winner. Why? Because they believed they were passing up to another much better way of life. This one. This is what they wanted since they were little boys. That's why they were working hard here. They offered the best wine to their gods. Uno. Hey amigos, the captain, the one that scored. The idea was one goal, finito. The game is over. See? Only 1 point. How do we know about this? Because when the when the Spanish people saw the Aztecs were playing the game. Mayas? No, Mayas were gone. They abandoned the cities. Here, we had decoration. We had the carving, representation of the ball players. I would like to show you this moment. And remember, this evening when we come back, it's open for visitors, it's open for you to walk around to take photos. So you can, in the evening, you can come through, you can walk around and take photos. Okay? And before we go to the other side to show you the carvings, let me show you this. And imagine the heavy rubber ball, boom, passing from side to side. See, the sound. Limestone. Imagine all the crowd back in that time. All the people screaming up there. Vengan, please, come with me. Shape stone. You see? Mm-hmm. Representing or symbolizing the sun god. Here, observe carefully. This is the hole of the eye, the hole of the nose. See, part of the teeth, representing a skull. The skull meaning death, meaning someone had to die in honor to the sun god. Here, this ball player, look at the face. Eye, nose, mouth. See? The helmet, the body protection. Look at the white belt, the knees, and then the feet. This guy is holding on his right hand a knife. You see? Holding this, point out for you the knife. On his left hand, this is the left hand, he's holding a head. Eye, nose, mouth, and then he's bleeding. It means that the captain of the opposite team, he was the one in charge. Look at this guy here, the opposite group. This one is in a kneeling down position. Look. Kneeling down. You see part of the body? But once we get up at the neck, there is no cabeza. There is no head. The head is not. Later on, I repeat, in the evening, you're going to see with the lights, you can take beautiful photos as well. They light up, the whole ball players. See, this is one group, 7, and this is the other group of 7. I just pointed out for you the leaders, the captains on each team. But here we see very clear the rest of the team. Look at this one here. See? Look at this other one here. You see? All the body protection. Look at this one here. Okay? Look at this other one here. You see? Vamos. Another snake head representation. Kukulkan of the Mayas. This is the photo I would like to show you. Please, if you like to have a seat.
Y aquí, mira, toma, a ver, préstamela, le tomo yo una con los tres.
Yeah.
Yes, you see the head, the big head on the ground level. March 21st, September 22nd. From top to the bottom, see the triangles of light forming the same body, one on each side. So, from top to the bottom, 7 triangles of light. Not 6, not 8. Exactly 7. I was telling you about before about the number 7, lucky number for Mayas. See? Don't forget about this. Mayas mentioned in our human head 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 little holes in the nose and 1 mouth. 7 little holes in our human head. Mayas mention about 7 colors of the rainbow. Beautiful 7 colors of the rainbow. That's correct. Don't forget about the 7 tombs that archaeologists found in the pyramid down there. Remember, 7 ball players per team on the other side. 7 triangles of light forming the snake body. Chichen Itza, new 7 wonder of the world. 7707. How many days in 1 week?
7.
7. How many are we today?
7.
How many children do you think I have?
7.
Not 7, okay? Only 2.
You will with grandchildren.
Okay, yes. But you know, this is very interesting to know about the pyramid. See, about this great phenomenon that occurs in the area. And we can see very clear the big snake heads on the ground level. Kukulkan. Kukulkan. The snake comes down. A small platform here for dancing. 200 meters of this direction. Cenote. You know what I mean? Like the other one I show you. Pyramid, platform, cenote. Pyramid, platform, cenote. Mayas mentioned no water, no life. So the snake comes down to fertilize the land. This is the time, believe me. People in the area, in the communities like the ones we just passed by this morning, with machete knife, they start cleaning up the land to plant corn, maize, food. You know, this is like a complete process. Okay, they wait for the snake to come down, preparing the land. Plantation comes by hand. Cha'ak start asking for water to the rain god. Good water, good harvest. Vamos, food for everybody. Okay, my friends? But there is something else I would like to show you about the pyramid. See, I'm just waiting for these people to go out so we can see much, we can understand much better about this. Come, please come with me this way. Gracias. Please come to this side.
To my right side. Yeah,
Let's clap.
3 and 3.
3 and 3. Okay? And then do like this. This is for you, my friends. Please listen to this.
Okay. Thank you. I took 4 different ones. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Huh?
You hear that?
Yeah.
You do it again?
I'm just waiting for all these people to stop talking.
Amazing.
This is acoustic. Back there in the ball court. Okay, now kindly ask you, I mean if you have your camera it's okay, but let's try it together. 1 clap, okay? It's okay, you feel the sound. Okay, let me count in Spanish like this. 1, 2, and then 1 clap, okay? To make it louder. This is for you. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yes, you hear that? And it's the same. It comes from the limestone material. Observe carefully one more time. Look at the face of Cha'ak. Cha'ak. There. Look at the big eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And observe carefully something else. The temple on top is not aligned with the stairway. The temple on top is a little bit off on the right side. Why? Because right there on top, let me do like this. big platform on top is the one facing to the north. The front part of the pyramid is facing to the north. So at one time, the great ruler is standing up there, giving his speech. All the rest of the people downstairs here, they could hear very clear without any microphone. No loudspeakers, no microphone, but a great acoustic from the limestone. Yes? One more time for you. Together, let's do it together. Venga. What about this? 7 times. Venga. 1, 2. ¿Sí? Bueno.
Muy bueno.
El sonido, I repeat, from the limestone. The acoustic from the limestone. Vamos. Follow me this way. Two sides, west. This is west, and the north, those are the two ones that have been restored. What happened here, Spanish conquistadors, at the time when they realized no gold here, got angry, and then they began to destroy. They were taking out the stones from here to build up houses, churches, haciendas, etc., etc. Back in the 1500s, 1600s, this is the sad history of the pyramid of Chichen Itza. So that's why it's impossible to make restoration 100%. In archaeology, we choose only original stones. No original stones, you see, we're living like this. Okay? So you're gonna see in the evening, the walking backside, the same, like this one. Okay, familiar? Vamos. What about vitamin C? Sounds good? Ready for a vitamin C? Last approximately 10 years. Okay? During 10 years, no problema with the rain, no problem with the water. It doesn't leak. After 10 years, time to replace it. Palapa is a regular size of a Maya home. Palapa, wood sticks and thatch roof. No windows. 2 doors, one in the front, one in the back side.
You ask them how to use them? No, I heard you do that.
No?
I forgot how to get it to the menu to pick fireworks.
It's the wheel at the top.
Yeah, but there's no fireworks. It's like another 7.
Yeah, put it on auto and hope for the best.
Yeah, but it'll keep trying to get the flash on. And when I do flash off,
You don't get anything.
Sus guías, los astros. Los mayas levantaban la vista a la noche para aprender de su pasado y definir su futuro. Herederos de conocimientos milenarios, utilizaron las estrellas para construir imponentes señoríos. Después de crear el mundo, los dioses reflexionaron. Había llegado el tiempo del amanecer, de crear a aquellos que los habrían de sustentar y nutrir. Era el tiempo de que apareciera el hombre sobre la superficie de la tierra. Los antiguos mayas poblaron selvas, montañas y llanuras calcáreas, abarcando Centroamérica y el sureste mexicano. Chichen Itza se fundó alrededor de un pozo natural, el gran cenote sagrado. Fueron los itzáes quienes dieron su nombre a Chichen Itza, que significa a la orilla del pozo de los brujos del agua.